For a few moments, I just want to call your attention to the book of St. Luke. And I would like for you to look at chapter 8, verse 48. St. Luke, chapter 8, and verse 48. It reads, "And he said unto her, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. Go in peace." And I want to try to encourage someone today and talk to you from the subject, whatever my condition, I can still reach out to God.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Whatever my condition, I can still reach out to God. The first thing about this passage that should encourage every person here is the fact that God is more powerful than any condition you face. It is important for us to know that even in the midst of death, God has the power to comfort and to hold one together and to keep you going strong, glorifying his name. The wonderful thing about God, God does not exclude himself from people who find themselves in a difficult crisis. If we do not feel the presence of God, it is not because God is not there. He's there whether we feel him or not. You see, you cannot go in any corner of the world and escape the presence of God. You cannot find yourself in the midst of any circumstance where God is not there. And I want somebody in here to know that I got proof of my contention. Because if you are going through a crisis, if God were not there, the crisis would overcome you. So I want everybody, when you think about your life, and before you get too depressed about what's happening in your life, I am asking you to go back over in your history. Because if you go back over in your history, you will find that there have been many times that it was only by the grace of God that you made it through another time. And somebody needs to know even right now, if you are yet breathing among us, you are doing it by the grace of God. Because last night we all left ourselves when we fell into an unconscious state that we call sleep. We became detached from ourselves, so much so until we were no longer in control of what we even thought. But look at what God did. After being detached from ourselves, God decided at some point this morning, I'm going to bring together of this wayward mind with this right here body. And my eyes were opened and I was clothed once again in my right mind. Don't you tell me God is not a good God. And he's not just good when he's giving me what I want, but he's good just because he is God. Now, when we consider sin and what sin does to our psyche and to our spirit, do you know when we sin, we are not even fit to call on his name? God, I need somebody here to know what I'm talking about. Let me tell you, when you are in a state of sin, you are not even worthy to say the word God. But look at how merciful he is. God says, even when I know you don't deserve me, even when I know you don't even look out for my interests, even when I know you come to church and won't even give me any glory, even when I know you live your life as though I do not exist, even though you never turn to somebody and say, let me just tell you how good God has been. God said, even in the midst of all of that, I'm still standing right here. And when you get in a crisis, all you got to do is look to the hills from which cometh your help and strength, and live with all the help. God. It's amazing. It's amazing how God makes himself available to people who don't even know him. Do y'all remember when you all were clubbing? Wouldn't go to church, but you go to club. I wish we would take a moment and think about, I've never been to clubs. I have to go by what people tell me, but I got sisters, elder brother, Reverend Dennison, especially Reverend Dennison. Help me out a lot of this. Let's consider a club scene. You go buy a dress that's this long. And then you buy heels this high. Some can't even walk good in it. I ain't gonna call no names. And you go into a place where it's loud, bombastic music. And there's not a lot of light in there, I'm told. A lot of flashing stuff. Come on, y'all. Don't act like y'all ain't there. And then they tell me that sometimes stuff is smoked in there. And somebody got the nerve to take their lips and put it on something passing by. I can understand that. Or they drink from a glass, from substances they cannot analyze. But they see everybody else doing it. So here they go doing it. And then sometimes I'm even told they leave with people. Oh, now everybody holy. Everybody know that now. Everybody looking at me like that. Got nerve to leave with people they didn't go there with. And then wander off somewhere. And only God knows what happens. Y'all need to look at the Bill Cosby case. Do some research on Bill Cosby. That's all I say, because I like Bill. He's my frat brother. But let's think about, you put yourself in that place, and sometimes there's been some violence that erupted. Not because of anything you did. You don't even know anything about it. But some violence erupts. Guns go off. And folks start stampeding out of the place like a herd that's running loose. Everybody wide open in them heels that they bought, that they about to break their ankle running on them. And them little 6-inch dresses flying everywhere. And ain't nobody caring. They're just trying to get out. And the Lord made a way for you to get out of that thing safely. And you're going to sit there and tell me that God has not been with you. God is good. God's been good to us. And what I want everybody in here to know, quit waiting on certain people in the church to give God praise. Because everybody in here got a testimony. Because everybody in here been in some tight places. Everybody in here been some places they ain't have no business. Everybody in here been with some folk they didn't need to be with. Everybody in here made some plans to sin. But good God Almighty, look at you. God still spared your life. Still gave you another chance. Through God. Now quickly I'm going to move and tell you about this text and I'm going to finish. Because this was a text about a woman who had a problem.
That's right.
Now, Neil Branch, I want everybody in here to know one thing. If you are sitting here in this building today, everybody in here got a problem. Oh, you can dress it up all you want. You can go buy all the suits you want. You can buy all the jewelry, the cars, and all of them things. But if you are in this building, you got a problem. And I got a problem. And all of God's children got a problem. We are here not because we got it together. We are here because we got a problem. This woman had a problem. But this woman heard a rumor. That's all it was. See, they didn't have texting then. They didn't have Facebook then. They didn't have cable news then. They just heard a rumor. And the rumor that they heard was that Jesus, good God Almighty, God, I feel like preaching this now. The woman heard a rumor. And the rumor was Jesus is coming back. Now, let me tell you something. When you got up this morning, and you put on your clothes. Yes. And you started heading this way. You started coming this way because you had sort of believed that it's barely possible that if I can get to that house, Jesus might pass through. And some of us come to church to not even move. Because I've done that. I've gone to church with one thing in mind. Let me go to this service. I'm not going to bother anything. I'm just going to go to this service. But Lord, when I got in there, I heard the pastor, I heard the choir, I heard somebody say something that sparked something in my mind. And it made me go back to a time when I didn't see how I was going to make it. But God brought me out of that thing. And I said I won't go tell nobody. And I said I won't go to give him any praise. But then when I think about Jesus and all he's done for me, my soul. So this woman was that Jesus is coming to town. Now I want everybody to understand, when Jesus was coming to town, he was not coming to the city to deal with this woman. Oh, Lord God. I love peripheral blessings. Corollary blessings. See, sometimes you are blessed by just being in the right place. God, I wish I could do this. You ain't always got to do anything. Sometimes you can just be in the right place. That's why every day when I get up and I ask God, I want you to order my steps, because I want you to make me go into places where I'm going to be blessed as a result of going. So that's why I say, Lord, order my steps, so that when I ease into one place, there's a blessing there that I'm going to walk into. And I walk into order. This woman was not the primary purpose of Jesus coming to the city. The primary purpose came because of an invitation from Jairus, who was a ruler in the synagogue. It was the ruler in the synagogue that invited Jesus to his house, because he had a daughter that was sick unto death. Now Jesus, being Jesus, wouldn't say no. And Jesus started walking down the dusty streets. And everywhere Jesus went, people were bound to follow. Now, why were people following Jesus? Because at this time, people thought Jesus was a wonder worker. You know, you have to be careful who hang with you. Because some folk hang with you just to get something from you. Now, if you ain't got nothing to give them, they soon abandon you. Well, even in this time, Jesus was walking down the street, and the reason why everybody was walking next to him, because everybody wanted something that Jesus could do. My God, Jesus walked on down the street. Throngs of people on every side, on his way to visit Jairus' house. And there was an insignificant woman. We don't even know her name. Some of the Greeks have called her name Belinda, and some have tried to make her to be Tabitha and all of these kinds of things. We don't know what her name was. Luke didn't bother to tell us her name. But we know she was in the crowd. See, dear friend, you ain't got to know my name. I just want the Lord to know who I am. People don't need to know your name. Quick word, that's what gets me when some people get mad as fire. When they start calling somebody's name and don't nobody call their name. Well, let me tell you, you ain't got to honor me by calling my name. Because I found out something. When I need help, ain't nobody gonna come but Jesus. See, I want Jesus to know my name. My God. So this woman saw Jesus. And the woman, when she saw Jesus, she had a made-up mind. This is what I'm trying to tell you, Mill Branch. The way to get your blessing, you got to go in this thing with a made-up mind. God, that's some good preaching there. See, when you pray, you got to have a made-up mind. When you praise, you got to praise with a made-up mind. When you go through your crisis, you got to let the devil know my heart is fixed and my mind is made up. I'm not going to be deterred. I'm going to be like a tree planted by the river. You got to have a bulldog faith. A faith when a bulldog gets his teeth on it. That bulldog, I'm holding on to this thing. I'm not going to turn it loose until I get This woman had a made-up mind. If you don't believe it, listen to what she said. She said, if I can get close enough to just touch the hem of his garment. My God, she said, I don't need my name to appear in neon blinking lights. I just want to touch the hem of my Savior's garment. Y'all got to excuse me, but this woman is giving my testimony. Yeah, she said, all I'm trying to do is to get where his garment is. I don't have to hug him by the neck. Yeah, and I don't have to kiss him on the jaw. God, my master, I don't need to shake hands with my Lord. Yeah, all I need is to get to the hem of his garment. Yeah, because somewhere in her mind, she believed that there's more power in the hem of his garment than I can find in any of the drugstores. Yeah, she said, I don't want any recognition. I'm going to press my way through this crowd so that I can just touch the hem of my Savior's garment. Good God Almighty. Well, let me tell you about a garment. When you look at the hem of the garment, the hem is the finished bottom of any garment that is put together. And if you can get to the hem is usually some cloth that is folded up under the long piece. And if you look at this garment, you will discover that the hem of the garment was long enough for the woman to reach it with her hand, but the hem was high enough to make sure no dirt got on it. Good God Almighty. His hem was long enough to see where you are, but it was high enough to be your way out of no way. It was long enough to touch your body, but it was high enough to heal your soul. His garment is low enough to feed you when you're hungry, but high enough to give you holy food. It's low enough for you to look up there at it, but it's high enough to pull you out of the ditch. His hem is low enough to see your adversity, but high enough to be your assurance. He's low enough to be that burden, but he's high enough to be your blessing. It's low enough to reach your confusion, but it's high enough to give you Christ. It's low enough to see you are dirty, but it's high enough to deliver you from evil. He's low enough for your enemies, but he's high enough to edify your soul. He's low enough to see your fault, but he's high enough to be your king. He's low enough to rock me to sleep, but high enough to raise me up. He's low enough to know who I am, but high enough to give me a new name. Anybody here, if you need Jesus, reach up, touch the hem of his garment. Victory is in the garment. Blessing in the garment. Your hope in the garment. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see my way out. I see my breakthrough. I see my way is made. Yeah. Of his garment. That's where it is. It's in the hem. You can reach it because he's standing right there. The power is in the hem. Last thing I'm going to tell you, I want y'all to know, when you look at the hem,
Oh my God!
where my soul is over here. I'm going to tell y'all a secret. Don't y'all tell nobody. When I was a little boy, my sister Beverly don't know nothing about this. I was always taught, if you find any money, go take the money to your parents and let them deal with it. Well, Beverly, I was on my way to Miss Julian.
Yes, sir.
Down the local store.
Yes, sir.
And I saw a silver dollar that was in the ground. Now, y'all got to know, you didn't see much money then. And I was only about 8. And a whole dollar? Oh my goodness. I could get 4 sodas, 400 buns, and a hunk of cheese with that kind of money. Yes, right. My granddaddy went on to his grave, and my parents, and they didn't know about this story. I found that dollar, and I went home, and I found some old thread.
Thank you, Lord.
And I took the silver dollar and put it in my pocket, but it wouldn't work because I was afraid somebody might get it. So I sewed up my pants, and I put another hem in my pants. Now one was shorter than the other, but the short one I folded under, and I put the dollar in that hem, and the pants may have been black thread. I don't know what color it was, red or whatever color it was. I just grabbed it, and I sewed that dollar in the bottom of the pants because I said nobody will look there. Now, why did I tell you that? See, the reason why you need to touch the hem of his garment, you don't know what the Lord has sewed in that hem just for you. That's why I don't believe in a cute religion. I want to reach out and touch that hem, because I don't know what the Lord done tucked up under there that got my name on it. And that's why I'm not going to sit and be angry with people and let somebody keep me from getting underneath that hem, because I believe you don't know what's in the hem until you take it loose. You don't know. And that dollar stayed there until the pants got too small. And when I knew they were going to give them to my cousin, because then y'all, you know, we pass clothes around. Y'all done got too cute now. We pass clothes around. When I knew that they were going to take them pants over there to Aunt Gert's house, and she was going to give it to Danielle, one of those younger than me, I got me a knife, and I cut that hem right on out. And I had my dollar. Church, keep reaching, because you don't know what God has in there. You don't know. You don't know. Stand to your feet as we open the doors for church. And maybe somebody, y'all sounding good, man. Maybe somebody in the sound of my voice is looking for a church home. If you're looking for a church home, I'm asking you to come. You ain't got to fix it, but let this come out. Don't worry about fixing it, just come out. Everybody needs it. Everybody needs a home church. Because I want everybody to know, if you keep living, you're going to run into something, and you're going to need some church people to be with you through that crisis. That's what's going to happen. It's going to happen. So church doors are open. The church doors stand the job. For anyone, the Christian experience the candidate baptism, you want to be restored and rededicated any way the Lord leads you. There's your day. I'm going to ask you, take your seats as we get ready to go and do our last thing here. You may be seated. You may be seated. We've had our altar prayer. Deacons, deaconess, will you all please take your places? And I'm asking you all, take the time for communion. Take the time for communion. Thank you. Take the time. Take the time for communion. Miss Kathy? Oh, she's already back there. All right. All right. While our deacons getting themselves together, let me do two quick things. I want everybody to know that Near Branch now is implementing a new counseling program. Sister Celia over here is going to direct it. She is qualified eminently to do this counseling. Those of you who have Medicaid, is it Medicaid? If you have Medicaid, you can use it and receive professional counseling. And she'll be the one giving that. We're going to start that. I'm starting to get around with all the churches to give a list. This is a service we're trying to provide you. A service. Because let me tell you, there's some things you need clinical help with. I want everybody to understand that sometimes you need clinical assistance. Doesn't mean you crazy or anything like that. It's sort of like a car where the other morning I got up and I didn't know why. I got up and the wheel was flat. It wasn't flat the night before, but when I woke up, the wheel was flat. But it didn't make sense for me to give up the whole car. There were times when I have done that, when I was much younger and crazy, I would imagine. I called the guy at the tire place and I said, man, I need you to come out here and take care of my wheel. He said, Doc, don't worry, I'll come and I'll take care of it. You come up here and pay whenever you get the time. And that's all I did. He came out sometime. I didn't even hear him. The next time I went out a few hours later to actually get in the car and go somewhere, well, I had a new tie. It was nice. And the car was up and running. You see, I just had one little thing that needed some attention. And once I got that corrected, I was able to function. And that's what I want everybody to know. Sometimes we need help. Everybody. Sometimes we just need a little help. Something is not quite working right for us. And we might just need some help. So we will be advertising that, and we want you to take full advantage of it. You have Medicaid, you can get it. Set up the times. We'll have all that out there for you. But it'll be a good thing that you can get without going to Lumberton and all these other places. Right here. Right here for you. All right. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, gentlemen. This we do to recognize what the Lord has done. And this Last Supper that the Lord had with his disciples was a special time, because he knew he was getting ready to leave and he was not going to be here any longer. And after they celebrated this Passover, he instituted this supper. And this supper consisted of bread and wine. That bread was going to be symbolic of his body that died for us. That blood was a great symbol of his forgiving power. His blood would wash away our sins. He said, when you do this in remembrance of me. to the blood that was shed for the remission of sin. Let us eat and drink it together. You may put the cups, chairs either in front of you or behind you. And they will be picked up. We're going to ask you to please stand. The Bible teaches us after they had supped, they sang a hymn, they went out into the Mount of Olives. So I take this opportunity to bid you all a farewell for the afternoon. Hope to see you all on Wednesday. I've looked at the questions that you submitted. We will have all them answered for you. You are dismissed and have a great day in the Lord.